Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So today we got a new model called Sonnet 4.6. We're going to begin by covering all of the latest benchmarks of this model, and on the second half of the video I'm going to chat with it through the chat interface. There's no real need for me to test it out completely because I already know how good and how bad it is. So let's begin. If you're not interested in the benchmarks, you can skip to the third or fourth minute of this video to watch the actual coding part. So this is a new model, 1 million context window. That looks very nice, and we got the first benchmarks. So it's a significant improvement compared to Sonnet 4.5. Of course, it's not in most cases as good as Opus 4.6, but the gap has significantly been reduced, especially on the coding end. So this is very positive. We see some very good quality of results. However, there is a very big issue that you are not going to see on these benchmarks. Sonnet 4.6 is not really that much better than GPT 5.2. Literally, even on the benchmarks, the difference is not significant on most benchmarks. So this comes more of a competitor to GPT 5.2. However, there is a very big difference, especially for people like me that like to code. On coding, GPT 5.3 Codex is so much better. You get so much more usage. So in all honesty, Sonnet 4.6 is completely irrelevant in today's society. The only reason for someone to use Sonnet 4.6 is to save money on their subscription or on their API if they're logged in the Claude ecosystem. There is no other reason to use Sonnet 4.6. Its API price is exactly the same as previously, $3 for million token input, $15 per million token output. So I really don't see any reason to use it as the main model or to switch your subscription over from ChatGPT to Claude. I don't see any reason. Now, if you like Claude models and you want to specifically use it, then I think this is a very good option because you can use it instead of Opus and get like 70% more usages, more prompts every single month. One of the most important things that they focus Sonnet for is their improvement of computer use. And this is a significant improvement. We can see 72.5% score on computer use benchmarks, a significant 11% in absolute values from the previous generation. However, in terms of the gap from October that Sonnet 4.5 was released till February right now, which is like 5 months, the improvement for me is not that great. I expected something better. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a powerful model and a significant improvement. However, we're talking about a release 5 months after that is already outcompeted by GPT 5.2 and GPT 5.3 that will come out probably tomorrow. So let's check it out. Let's see what happens. So, first prompt, build an interactive Pokemon Pokedex webpage. Let's try it out. I also want to see how fast it is. One of my biggest issues when I was using Claude.ai is that usually it's very lazy. They don't care at all for free users, so they're doing everything to give you the worst responses possible. And Sonnet 4.6 is going to be compared 101 versus 3.5, the video that I uploaded yesterday, a new open source model that costs literally 15% of the cost of Sonnet 4.5. So as we can see, this is something new. It by default loads the front-end skill, which is amazing to see. We can also preview it and see exactly what will happen. So I really like it. Like by default, it's able to bring the skill forward even on the chat interface. This is, in my opinion, something very amazing, something that I didn't expect to happen. So let's see the final result. I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to show you the prompts and the final results. Alright, so let's check out the result, and as expected, it's not able to load the images for some reason. The UI looks very good. I gotta say, I really love it. The model is not lazy at all, but I think it didn't have internet usage or something like that, so it's not able to load the images. However, we see the stats, everything looks clean, and I think this is one of the best results I have seen from this prompt. So kudos to them, very, very good result. Now let's move to the next prompt. We're going to build an interactive web page that teaches transformer models to people. Let's see the result. By the way, as we wait for that, I want to let you know that they compared Sonnet 4.6 to Opus 4.5, which was their previous frontier model from November, 4 months ago, and users preferred it 60% of the time. What they say is more important is that it's not prone to over-engineering and it's not lazy. So better at instruction following. This is very nice to see and very, very important. Also, they say less false claims of success, meaning the model understands when it fails and when not, less hallucinations, and more consistent follow-through on multi-step tasks. So that looks good. I mean, if this is real, that's a good, meaningful improvement. So one of the most insane things I ever seen is this third-party evaluation that shows that Sonnet 4.6 is actually it's actually a meaningful jump over also Opus 4.5. So this is for real-world tasks using web and cell access, which is interesting, and also it tops the leaderboard ahead of Opus 4.6. So already we could see that maybe this model is better than initial benchmark showed. And that's pretty interesting, to be honest with you. Here we can see also its jump compared to the cost. So the model is costing a lot more to run. It's probably able to think a lot more. However, the performance jump is also significantly improved. So this benchmark is actually one of my favorites because it's over 44 occupations in 9 major industries. So this is real world tasks. And I think this is a meaningful improvement of performance. So this is the transformer teaching web page. Let's check it out. It feels a lot more like a blog rather than a web page. It has some quite interesting things, to be honest with you. It feels a lot different. I really like this attention demo. This looks very good. It feels like a book, an active book on the web page. I really love this graphic, looks super great. Here are the key components, not clickable though. Some code here, not very well formatted, to be honest with you. And this is the model tree and family tree, where we can see different versions of this model. We can also see real-world applications, not clickable. We could do also a quiz, and that's like the website. No, it doesn't look bad. I actually like it a lot. It's very interesting. It's like a blog, and this is something very unique I have never seen before. So I would say this is a very good and unique result from the model. I gotta say, it really surprises me with its quality. So let's move on into the final prompt for today's video. Is a Flappy Bird game in HTML. If it's going to be able to create a Flappy Bird game that it's not very hard to play, one-shot it, then I would say this would be actually very amazing. The model is also quite fast. I think it's about 100 tokens per second, maybe a little more. So that's also good news for people that want fast responses. So the game should actually be completed and we can test it out. So I love the animations, I love the style, and the game is kind of hard, to be honest with you. It's really impossible to play at this moment. With space, it's kind of easier, but the gravity is just too strong. Make it easier to play. So I'm going to ask to make the gravity less strong. Hopefully it will be able to do it, and let's see the result. Also, I really love how instead of just going ahead and writing the whole script, it's just doing a file edit. It's obvious that Anthropic has worked massively into creating the chat interface here in a code-like environment, which I find super amazing. So let's do one more refresh and let's try and play the game. So indeed, it was kind of able to do the game easier. I'm still waiting to see the pipes, to see like the obstacles, which I don't see, which is a little disappointing. Where are the obstacles? No obstacles. Okay, so we found the mistake of Sonnet. I gotta say, it's good. I really like it, but of course, it failed to add like the barriers. Let's ask it. Okay, let's talk a little bit with the model. So it supposedly found the error, and let's see if it's able to fix it. Okay, so the game should be fixed now. Let's check it out. And oh my god, game's hard. Okay, so yeah, pipes come way too soon, but yeah, it works. So it was able to fix everything, made nice pipes. So I would say this is a good model. This is a good model. Of course, not perfect at all, but I can see that it has intelligence. Let me know what you think about Sonnet 4.6 down below in the comments.